Traders, I'm Michael Sabo, Senior Market Strategist with RJO Futures here in Chicago on July 29th. Bringing you some commentary here in the energy markets. Let's get started here. September crude oil, positive territory here today. We're up about 75 cents right now, trading around 48.73. We actually poked up over $49 a barrel. Eased off a little bit, but still maintaining that positive tone. It's up about 1.6% right now. Nat gas, very firm move in there today. We're up about 6 cents. That's a little over a 2% move there. The RBOB's up about almost a penny, while heat's off about half a cent. So overall, for the most part, quite a bit of a firmer tone here in the energy markets. Now, a lot of information coming out here, a lot of news-driven events here today. EIA data coming out. Certainly, I think, in my opinion here, that data very bullish. Most traders are looking for a draw, but only expecting to see a draw of around 300,000 barrels. The draw came in at about 4.2 million barrels. So pretty sizable draw there. But again, as I've mentioned in so many of these videos for so long, when you take a look at the total stockpiles of oil here, we've still got a lot of oil out there. So that's what's kind of helped keep, prices still a little bit under pressure here. But, we also had FOMC data being released here today. And, as expected here, no anticipation of doing anything here with the interest rates. There was obviously no hike today and not expecting to see a hike here anytime soon. But certainly traders paying special attention here to the verbiage coming out of there to look for potential direction, certainly causing markets here to make some moves. And it was right after about the FOMC when we did see oil prices pull back a little bit, but nonetheless here still keeping that firmer tone. Now, something I mentioned here in the last video here was taking a look at crude prices and kind of oil, the short-term technical indicators really being a bit oversold, and I think we've kind of seen that. And as I mentioned there, in the eView as well, if we started to get a little bit of bullish data out of there with the real short-term technical oversold picture, we could start to see a little bit of a rally. And I think that's kind of what we have going on, and I think that we could get some continuation with that, especially if oil can get back up above $50 a barrel. That market could really start to catch a little bit of momentum. We could see a possible small run. Now, taking a look at the refinery capacity utilization numbers, that's still running much stronger year over year, as I've mentioned that before as well. Many of these reports that we've been getting out here for several in a row, at the refinery level, we're seeing very strong demand there. It's tapered off a little bit for the RBOB, but nonetheless still been a firmer tone there. So if we can really keep the firmer tone there in the RBOB market, I think that can be very supportive here to see some additional drawdowns in the coming EIA reports in the stockpiles for oil, which should, again, I think basically build a bit of a bullish tone for the market. Dollar, has pulled back off its highs here over the last several sessions. That's supportive for the market. And the S&P has turned around here a little bit and is starting to show a little bit of an upswing. So that's a little positive. Watch all the negative data coming out of China. That certainly has the potential to flow into some of these commodity markets, potentially affect the demand. So, my suggestion to you is keep your sights pointed there on that oil market. I really like it. I think there could be some additional upside, but be careful. Futures may involve substantial risk and may not be suitable for all investors.